Alrighty, here we go. So it's a free pick from both players, and interesting pick here from Winchester. He went for Mayans, and many times when players are given free choice when it comes to civilizations, they will go for Aztecs, and apparently Mr. Yo did go for that, but Winchester here is going to go for Mayans. A very interesting choice here, in my opinion. And I guess the widespread opinion in the community is that Aztecs are actually more powerful than Mayans, but I still think it's pretty much an even matchup with eventually. I'm, of course, not going to be saying that what all the experts say is false. So apparently Aztecs have got the slight edge over Mayans, but I still think it could be a very even matchup. Let's start by taking a look at the map. So right now on the point of view of Winchester, he's playing with the blue color here at the very left side of the map, and this looks like a ridiculously good map here by Winchester. You can see he only needs a couple of palisades here to close himself completely. He needs a couple more there and a couple more there. On the negative side, the thing is that his main stone seems to be outside his potential walls. The secondary stone is outside as well, and when you go with Mayans, I guess you're sort of expecting to go for plumed archers at some point, and I think that Winchester is hoping to go for that too. So we'll have to see. He does not have the option to go for a restart anymore. Mr. Yo does have that option. Well, let's try to take a look at Mr. Yo's map. Let me just reinforce that this is an amazing map here for Winchester, in my opinion. That cold, if Winchester goes for these kind of walls here from this side to the edge of the map right here, that gold is just going to be absolutely safe. A TC can be put up here as well if he, in case he wants it, but he's not really going to need it, in my opinion. So it looks to me like a very good map. Let's go into Mr. Yo's point of view. He seems to have a very nice wood, very close to his TC at the backside. Players love to have that. He's got gold is at the front here, very much at the front, a little bit far away. Looks to me like the left side is quite open, wide open in fact. It could be closed off with a couple of buildings, with a couple of palisades here. What about the right side? The right side seems to be a much better. Couple of palisades from here to here. We'll make sure that Mr. Yo is going to be closed off, and that is indeed one of the things that players are going to go for. They love to be closed. They love to have that security. They love to know that they can't be raided, or at least if they can be raided, they know exactly where the raid is going to come from. 4 villagers on wood is what Mr. Yo is going to go for, and many times, or maybe every single time, in fact, you will see a player go for that 5 militia drush. It's one of the big advantages from Aztecs. They've got loom free. That means you don't need to spend 50 gold on researching loom. As you can see, villagers have it from the beginning, and that means he's got 100 gold, and that gives him the opportunity to do just enough 5 militia. He does not need to mine any gold in order to get that, and by doing those 5 militia, he can be so aggressive with those and try to do some decent amount of damage. Let's try to see this. It's a perfect boar lure here for Winchester. Just under his TC, he's going to be able to bring 1 deer as well. Very important food boost here. Apparently Mr. Yo is the first one to try to locate his opponent. He still does not know where he is, but he can guess exactly where he is, considering that Winchester is pretty much the opposite side of Mr. Yo. He's gonna go back a little bit for whatever reason. Yeah, there he goes. It's just a huge forest, so he's gonna be walking in, and he will be looking, trying to find a boar. Fortunately for him, he's not going in the right direction. The boar is gonna be here at the left side. And Winchester is not going to take any risk. He's just going to be able to take it now. I think this is a little bit too soon, but apparently he's just afraid. Yo needs to be watching this. Winchester's just going to pull his villagers inside the TC. Going to get a couple... Nope, I wanted to say a couple of hits. Mr. Yo saw that on time, and so that's not a problem for him. If this were any other civilization, I would be afraid for this villager, of course, but it's Mayan, so players choose to just click loom straight away from the beginning because you do start with 4 villagers instead of just 3. So that means that villager is going to be able to be safe with no problem. Winchester is now going to be able to lure the second deer. I would assume that's going to be a perfect alluring once more. There he goes, doing a nice job. Gonna put 1 villager on gold, and that's an indication that a drush is going to be coming on his way as well. He's going to be doing a drush himself. Left to be seen if he's going to try to go for a 5 militia drush, as that is, of course, what he's expecting here from Mr. Yo. But wait, let's go to Mr. Yo. He does not have a barracks. So Mr. Yo seems to be improvising a little bit here. He's got farms and he does not have a barrack, so that means it's no drush. Maybe a man-at-arms rush? Let's wait a little bit more to try to understand what's going to be happening here. But this is already something that I'm not used to see very often. Apparently there's a nice fight here for Winchester. He's the one chasing away now the Eagle Warrior from Mr. Yo. Very low HP. Mr. Yo engaged in a fight that he really shouldn't, in my opinion. He's going to be trying to take the top of the hill to make sure that he's got that attack bonus, but Winchester will be looking at this very closely. He's going to start putting down the walls exactly where we were expecting him to. Right here at the front, he's doing the buildings here. The right side, he will try to palisade this eventually. Let's try to take a look. What is he going to do? He's got 3 militia queued up, 2 more. One of them is made already. What about Mr. Yo? He's definitely aiming for Feudal Age, as you can see. There he goes. Feudal Age is going to be what Mr. Yo is going to be doing. Barracks being laid down just only now. 2 villagers on gold. Yeah, that's very, very much the indication that this is going to be a man-at-arms rush here from Mr. Yo. And finally, he managed to get Winchester to not pay attention to this, but the HP on his Eagle Scout was just too low for him to actually win that fight. Only 3 militia from Winchester here. The good thing for Yo is that... excuse me, guys. The good thing for him is that, for Yo, is that he still does not know where Mr. Yo is. He's still going to be trying to search for him. He knows where he should be, roughly. And apparently, Yo is going to be trying to go forward, so this is the perfect spot for Winchester to actually find those villagers. He's not going to be missing the opportunity. There he goes. Was able to spot that, so he's gonna be delaying the forward from Mr. Yo. And Yo, of course, he's got a couple of militia himself. He's gonna be trying to fight the villagers, gonna be bringing those militia himself, and that might just be enough to actually defeat what Winchester has got here. Yeah, he just lost one of those militia, wasn't able to kill anything. One of the villagers is with very low HP, but I think this is the exact thing that Mr. Yo should be doing, considering that Winchester's got such an amazing map. He needs to go aggressive and make sure that Winchester cannot just simply go Trush FC, which he probably was trying to do, as you can see by his uptime. He's not even up to Feudal Age, as you can see, and that means he does not have anything to protect himself. He cannot make a tower before he gets to Feudal Age, and that means double palisades are gonna be here, the strategy by Winchester. He needs to do it all the way across, otherwise he's just gonna give Yo way too much time. Tower is gonna be placed here. I have to wonder, is that the right placement for a tower? I'm not sure what he was doing there. Anyway, it looks like Winchester is going to be trying to double palisade here. He's going to have the time to do that. Men-at-arms are very powerful, but they still need a little bit of time to get rid of those walls, and this is amazing play here by Winchester. Gonna try to delay the tower by Mr. Yo, and that means the palisade, the double palisade here on the left side, is gonna be able to be completed here by Winchester. Nice job by him. Delay that tower a little bit longer. And I do have to wonder, what exactly was he... Did he choose to put the tower there? Is he on stone? Yeah, he's on stone, so that means he can use more stone to do another tower. Apparently, he was trying to go for this side here, and this is why I don't get it, because houses just take so much longer to get destroyed. I would have hoped for him to put a tower right there where there's only palisades. Anyway, this is going to take him a little bit longer, but still, man-at-arms are strong against buildings. He's going to be able to take this building down for sure, but by the time it's destroyed, Winchester will be up to Feudal Age, and that means he will be able to protect himself. I'm expecting to see a tower right here on this side. Let's try to take a look at his economy. It does not look to me like that's the economy for Fast Castle. It looks to me like he won't be able to go for Fast Castle, so let's try to understand what is he going to be trying to do. The tower here for Mr. Yo is going to be the second one. Try to deny the wood line here for Winchester. Winchester going to go for a double archery range, no blacksmith, and that indicates that he's not going to be trying to go for Fast Castle. That's the safe thing to do. It's going to be trying to get a little bit of stone, so apparently he will eventually try to go for plumed archers once he gets to Castle Age. You can see that unfortunately for him, he needs to go all the way outside his walls, which is of course not ideal, but it's still, at this moment at least, it's still quite safe to do that. Tower is going to be completed on time here by Winchester. That means he's going to be safe with his gold. Of course, he's going to be spending a stone, which he did not want to do, but there it is. He needs to put a tower up there, and that means one of the men-at-arms is going to get killed. The second one might be on the way. No, Mr. Yo manages to see that on time. Going to pull back a little bit. There's a villager here for Mr. Yo. I'm not quite sure that Winchester was able to see it. He's going to be trying to put a tower right there. Just got housed. Unfortunately for him, that means no archer. He needs to wait a little bit longer until he's got one archer, and I'm not sure why is Mr. Yo actually fighting this. Maybe he wants to win a little bit more time. Wants to make sure that the man-at-arms have got enough time to get there, and considering that he was housed Winchester, he might have trouble finishing these towers. There's 2 men-at-arms. They will start attacking the villagers from Winchester. There it is. Winchester is going to be bringing a couple more villagers, and the villagers from Mr. Yo are going to start attacking too. What a horrible time to get housed Winchester. What a horrible time. It seems to be doing the right thing. He was able to kill the low HP militia. He just Yeah, I guess he was able to actually kill one of the villager from Yo. So nice job here by Vinchester, was able to chase that away. One of his villagers might go down here. The Man-at-Arms is going to get it. There it is. One villager went down, but the whole situation, I think that was a very nice trade here, but a very nice trade for Vinchester. Try to take a look at the economies. We've got 33 villagers for both players, no military units whatsoever for Mr. Yo. Let's try to see how does the economy look like. Yeah, of course, when you go forward, your economy is always going to suffer a little bit because all that idle time caused by villagers walking all the way across the map is still going to come and hurt you at some point. Looks like Vinchester is he just feels safe right now. He knows he can just go forward with those archers and try to do the damage that he can. Unfortunately for him, looks to me like Yo is not fully walled, but he will be in time at least. There's nothing from Vinchester that could stop Yo from just completely walling right here the left side. That's exactly where he's going, and I guess he could try to break through these palisades right here. There's no stone wall at that side, at least. Apparently, Mr. Yo will try to stonewall that at some point, but only 4 archers is gonna... It's gonna be very hard for Vinchester to actually get in here. He's still gonna be trying to go from that side. I have to wonder why these walls, though, Yo. This here would be so much easier. I'm not quite sure why is he doing that. I just heard an archery range for Mr. Yo being completed, and it's a forward one. And right now he's going to be worried about the left side of his base here. He's going to be trying to put down a couple of stone walls, and Vinchester is there to try to stop him from doing that. So apparently either a tower or a couple of buildings to make sure that he cannot walk in, or just a couple of very smart walls. Yeah, apparently he's going to be trying to wall here from the back side. Yeah, these walls are just unnecessary in my opinion. A couple of diagonal walls here would be enough to actually stop Vinchester from coming in. Apparently, yeah, I think he was just worried that this was open here. It is not. Anyway, is he going to be able to stop Vinchester from just walking in through there? He's got a skirmisher. Yo's got a second one on the way, and that should be enough. In the meantime, Vinchester is the first one to click up to Castle H. Nice job here by Vinchester. Very, very fast up click. After actually being under a little bit of pressure here by Mr. Yo, he was able to deal with that in the perfect manner. Lost only 1 villager, if I'm not mistaken. So very, very nice job here by Vinchester so far. +1 upgrade is there by both players. Vinchester feels like he's got enough numbers to try to tackle these skirmishers, and looks like he will be able to do a nice job. There it goes. It's a 1-for-0 trade. Mr. Yo only with 1 archery range, if I'm not mistaken. Yep, there he goes. He's, of course, trying to save a little bit more in order to get the Castle Age. Take a look at the gold amount. It's, of course, not ideal, and not something that you will see from this kind of player to actually have that amount of gold in Feudal Age. You don't need that amount of gold. You only need 200. That's all that you need in order to go to Castle Age. And that could explain, of course, there's other factors too, but that could explain why he's going to be a little bit later than Vinchester. Just finished that market to make sure that he can buy enough food in order to go up. He's collecting more and more stone, probably for the stone walls that he seems to be trying to put all the way across his map. What about the right side? Yeah, the right side seems to be fully stone walled by now. And that is just going to make Vinchester's possibilities of going up inside Yo's base a little bit harder, and not to say impossible, because I would assume that at some point Mr. Yo is going to put down a couple more walls right here at the front, just to make sure that there's nothing left unstonewalled, so to speak. And let me take a look at the amount of stone by Vinchester. He did not have enough stone for the castle, so apparently he's just going to go for TCs first, and then at some point eventually drop a castle. Does feel to me like he does not have the necessary... Now, there he goes. He does have the necessary resources to go for a 3rd TC. There's his 3rd TC, going to be here at the left side. Perfect spot, in my opinion. It's going to be able to take wood. It's going to be able to take that secondary gold right there. And just left to be seen what he's going to try to do from this spot. He knows that Yo is completely stonewalled, and there you go. The only spot that was still missing is now absolutely stonewalled too. I guess this part here is still left for Yo to take care of, but eventually, if Vinchester actually tries to go from that side, Mr. Yo will still have enough time to drop a couple more stone walls right here and buy himself enough time to stop the aggression of Vinchester. No siege workshop for the time being, and that means his push is just going to be a little bit delayed. It's going to need to wait a little bit more. He does have a very nice amount of crossbows, no +2, and he definitely does not need it if he just wants to fight villagers that are trying to come in and wall a little bit closer. Of course, Mr. Yo is still not too worried about this because he does know that crossbows just need way too much time to take buildings down. So he's not too worried for now. He's probably going to be sending this villager right here to make a couple of stone walls, maybe from there to there. Let's take a look at that. Yeah, there it is, exactly where I was expecting him to see. This might be a little bit too optimistic. I think there's still enough range in these villagers to stop that villager from walling from there to there. He might need to go a little bit further behind, in my opinion. Let's take a look how will this battle he'll play out. Apparently, Mr. Yo was the first one to take a pick here. He's got the plus too, while Winchester does not have it. He just lost a second one for no trade, but these skirmishers are just gonna die with no problem. Mr. Yo's right now on 2 archery ranges, and funny enough, he seems to be the one who is now gonna try to be aggressive here. He's got a siege workshop of his own at the top of that hill. Apparently, he's gonna be trying to push here from the left side. Let's see what is Winchester going to do against that. Can he see this in the first place? Can he see what's there? Yeah, he can see it. He can see a siege workshop, so I would expect him to do a siege workshop of his own. Or, considering that the amount of stone is rising fast, they can actually try to put there a castle. Let's see if that's what he's going to try to do. He was trying to snipe the mangonel. It's just not going to happen. Mr. Yo was able to be there on time. He had a couple of villagers, so he's just going to repair it. In my opinion, Siege Workshop needs to come in fast. There it is. Siege Workshop right there. If he manages to buy himself enough time, I think he could have enough stone to drop a castle, maybe somewhere around here. That would render Mr. Yo's push just absolutely useless, and he's going to try to snipe the mangonel once more. It's not going to happen. 3 mangonels pushing from the top of the hill. That means that tower is going to go down in absolutely no time. This is going to be a little bit hard here for Winchester. On a positive note, he's got a secondary gold here on the left side in case he's starting for gold. Ooh, sending villages in that direction, definitely not the right thing to do here by Winchester. And I think he's indeed waiting for stone in order to drop that castle. He does not have a market as far as I can see. Only 1 stone missing. He's going to be trying to do it. Apparently somewhere around here. Could be hard. Could be hard. I don't know. Is Yo going to be able to spot this on time? Let's go into his point of view. Mr. Yo can see it now. He can see it. Is he going to try to stop it? I'm not sure. I'm not sure. Right now he does not seem to be too interested in doing that. He is able to take one of the mangonels. This could get really, really ugly here for Winchester. Mr. Yo is going to take place here at the right side. The castle's going to be trying to go up, but it's just too many mangonels. I don't think Winchester can actually be able to do it. He's going to need 1 mangonel of his own. He's bringing 2. Maybe a miraculous shot here could save him, and there it goes. It's one of them. He loses the mangonel in the process, and Mr. Yo is just going to bring more and more mangonels. Winchester not going to give up on that castle. Still going to try to do it, but too many crossbows, a couple of mangonels, and Yo is a bit too slow there. He's losing too many. He's just taking too many hits from that TC. I think the castle is eventually going to go up. I just don't know how much more economy is Winchester going to lose because of that. Look at the amount of idle time he's getting from that. He was too late with those, with his own crossbows. Once more, gonna try to surprise Yo. It gets a 1-for-nothing kill. He's gonna get a second mangonel. Nice job here. He loses, ends up losing his other one, but the crossbows are there, and they can just kill those villagers so fast. This is a huge amount of pressure here against Winchester. There's not too much I can do, and I hate to say it that he's losing way too much economy in order to get that castle placed. I guess the mangonel there from Mr. Yo is eventually gonna go down. There's a lot of crossbows, and the castle is almost up, but not quite. It's 90%, and Mr. Yo is still there, repairing the mangonel. Hard situation, very, very hard here for Winchester. Once more, trying to complete more villages going down, more and more villages going down. Those crossbows won't have much of an option, and finally the castle goes up. But at what cost? I would have to assume at what cost? Well, I gotta be honest with you guys. Taking a look here at the number of villagers, he's actually still on par with Yo. So I guess Mr. Yo is only on 1 TC this whole time, 2 TCs maybe. What about Winchester? Winchester, 1, 2, 3 TCs. 3 TCs from Winchester. So apparently he didn't even lose that much. Of course he had a huge economical lead because he's the one with 3 TCs before Mr. Yo. And that lead might now be gone, but he's still on par with Yo apparently. He still does not have the necessary amount of units to try to stop Yo. Yo is the one with a mangonel. This castle could be suffering the same fate of the one before. This one is looking a little bit better because, no, I don't know if it's looking better. Let me go back on that. Mangonel is there, trying to take care of the villagers. 84%. Oh my god, Winchester, you're just losing so much. Try to get those castles up, and it's not gonna go up. It's gonna stop at like 94 to 95%. And how unlucky can this guy get? How unlucky can this guy get? And what's bad for him this time around, there's no TC next to the castle to try to protect it, so Mr. Yo can just absolutely camp it. I guess the tower is there to try to protect the castle, but I don't see this castle going up now. What a huge blow to Winchester economy, and at this point, it's definitely Yo taking up the lead with 65 against 57 villagers. Incredible play here by Yo, but very, very unfortunate play here by Winchester. He was doing so well, and that castle might have just been a little bit too ambitious. He could have tried to put it maybe somewhere here on the top of the hill. That would have been so much better in my opinion. There's not even that much economy to protect at that side. So that castle was maybe a little bit misplaced here by Winchester. Hopefully that's not gonna end up costing him the game. The tower's gonna be firing up at those mangonels, but surely not enough considering that there's a couple of villagers there for Mr. Yo to just keep on repairing it. And mangonels have got such a nice attack bonus against buildings. That tower is going to fall in no time. There's a ram right there. There's a third mangonel on the way. And let's take a look at Mr. Yo's economy. He's on 3 TCs by now. 3 TCs, so same thing for both players. Siege workshop is not going to be completed here by Winchester. Winchester under huge pressure. There's no siege workshop for him at this point. Was just looking for it. Yeah, no siege workshop. He's trying to invest on plumed archers. His economy he still seems to have enough economy. That's where it's going good for him. But plumed archers against mangonels, it's just not going to cut it. You need something else, or you need more plumed archers, which is not likely to happen considering it's only one castle pumping. And as much as it hurts me to say, Winchester, you will need to cancel that castle on 94%. I know it hurts to hear, my friend, but it's really gotta have to happen. You're just about to lose it. There's just 2 rams taking care of it. It's gonna go down to 200 stone. I think he just canceled it on time. Yep, I'm quite sure he canceled it on time when it was on 100 HP. He now has enough stone to actually make a second one. There it is, 650. But choose carefully, my young Padawan. Choose carefully where you place your castle, because you might not be able to actually complete it. Okay, there he goes. I guess this is a good spot, especially because I don't think Mr. Yo can see this at this point. Yeah, he cannot see it. The TC is just gonna fall in no time, that's for sure. It's still hidden, so this time around, this castle could actually go up, or can it? Or it cannot go up, because Mr. Yo can now see it. He's gonna go, oh my god, is this gonna be the third castle, or the second castle is gonna be denied by Mr. Yo's mangonels? It might just well happen. It's 2 mangonels firing at that castle. Now it looks like this one might actually go up this time. I think this one is gonna go up, and that's gonna be the GG for Mr. Yo's push. But how much did Winchester lose? How much did he lose? A whole lot of economy. Let's take a look at the number of villagers here. It's 90 villagers from Mr. Yo against only 70 villagers from Winchester. That's a huge toll to his economy. Mr. Yo looking very, very sharp here with his economy. Look at those resources. You can click up the castle age at any time. Does he even have the buildings? Yes, he does have. He's got a siege workshop. He's got a monastery. There he goes. Up he goes to Imperial Age. Going to be doing a couple of monks. I would assume that he's going to be doing Eagle Warriors. There he goes. A couple of barracks being laid down. Those Eagle Warriors are just so powerful, especially in early Imperial Age when they've got that crazy amount of pierce armor. It can go all the way up to 4+4, making it literally invulnerable to TC fire. Not so much to cancel fire, but to TC fire for sure. And Winchester, poor Winchester, is now with 3 TCs. Yeah, it's 3 TCs. He needs to fight in order to get that number of villagers up again. He's very, very below Yo at this point. He's not even close to going up to Imperial Age. He's not really producing many units as well. Only villagers at this point, and I do agree he needs to produce villagers, but the point is, if you're not going to wall yourself, there's really not much that you can do against the Eagle Warriors that are going to be popping up anytime. And there's just going to be flowing Winchester's economy, and considering that Yo's got a couple of rams already, cap rams and siege rams will be his siege choice for sure. Let's go back to his point of view. He's even doing more ramps. No, not at this point. Take a look at that amount of gold here for Mr. Yo. He seems to be the one collecting the relics. He's got 1, and that's very important when you're the Aztecs. There's a bonus on that gold gathering from relics. It's just 33% faster. Winchester tried to do what he can, raiding here a little bit. He was able to get a villager there. If he was able to spot this, unfortunately for him, he wasn't. he could get a couple of nice kills right there on those villagers. I don't think Mr. Yo is going to be very bothered about stone villagers at this point in the game. He just cares about food and gold. He does have enough stone for a castle. He's going to put it right here at the top of the hill. I think it's a good position. If he goes for the +3 attack range, I'm quite sure he's going to be able to take care of those villagers right there. The gold place of Vinchester. Vinchester knows this is going to go back. Is he just about to click up to the Imperial Age? Yeah, he will be able to click up to Imperial Age. It's going to be very, very late, of course. Let's take a look at the... What is Mr. Yo going to do? He's got enough resources for Elite Eagle Warriors. He's not doing it, so he's going to go for something else. Would be very, very surprised. He's got a lot of them queued up. Yeah, there it is. Eagle Warrior upgrade gonna be made here by Mr. Yo. I just saw him finish one of the armor upgrades. Which one was it? I'll have to wait and see. Didn't see if that was the plus... No, it was the +2, so +4 on the way. Yep, and those guys are gonna hurt. Those guys are gonna be a pain. They are so powerful. They literally take no damage from TCs, only a little bit from castles. I'm missing the ramps, though. I guess he does have the economy for capped ramps. I think the upgrade costs 300 food. Missing a little bit of food, but there he is. He could be able to click capped ram. I think he's going to be waiting a little bit longer, or is he? He's going to be waiting a little bit longer. Maybe he wants to prioritize the attack upgrade on those Eagle Warriors. Apparently, he does not have many of those. And let's take a look at what is Vinchester trying to do. What's he going to try to do against this? Is he doing... No, he's not doing plumed archers, or at least... No, looks like he's going to concentrate on plumed archers. They do have an attack upgrade against Eagle Warriors, but it's still going to be a very, very hard spot for him here, especially considering that Yo seems to be taking the control of the relics as well. So at some point, he will be able to do those siege onagers that, of course, is so powerful against plumed archers. Anyway, Mr. Yo with the Eagle Warriors 4+4. I have to wonder why exactly he's going to push from that side. He knows there's a castle there. Anyway, he's going to push from that side. There's a TC there. There's a castle there. He's surely going to be able to take down a couple of villagers with him. There he goes. A couple of villagers are going to be going down. The amount of villagers for Vinchester is going to be decreasing. He's splitting his army exactly what he should do with raiding units like the Eagle Warriors. There's just absolutely nothing that Vinchester can do against this. And he's going to drop another castle, apparently. He's trebucheting the castle of Vinchester here at the left side, and he's firing from the top of the hill. That means those trebuchets are going to have an attack bonus against that castle. And the left side of Vinchester's economy is just so vulnerable at this point. Vinchester is still on the way to Imperial Age. He does not have the +3, does not have the +4. That means these plumed archers are no match for the Eagle Warriors, in my opinion. I guess Mr. Yo should actually be trying to fight those plumed archers, in my opinion, before trying to go for raid. But no, he's going to go for raid first. Where are the rams, Mr. Yo? Where are the rams? Here it is. Camp ram has been done. That castle is going to fall for sure. He's raiding all of Vinchester's base, and this is just going exactly the way we suspected and feared here for Vinchester, for the young Vinchester. Siege ram is completed. What can this guy do against siege rams, guys? He does not have a... I think he doesn't even... Yeah, he just only got one siege workshop, so he does not have any mangonels, and mangonels are just not going to cut it against siege rams. I guess he's going to be able to keep this TC alive for a little bit longer, but the Eagle Warriors are just going to go to the right place, and Yo is just going to start taking the full control of the map. I would assume at some point he's going to do something on that gold. There it is. Going to take full control of the map. This TC is going to fall. The right side gold is completely gone. This is the only gold that is available here for Vinchester at this point. A couple more raiding happening here for the left side. Apparently there was a very nice shot right here, and the rams are going to be taking care of that castles. More trebuchets. It's just too much pressure for the Vinchester, and there it is. It's going to be the GG called. Very nice play here by Mr. Yo. He was one of the worst map, or a little bit worse map. Not really a bad map. He made it a good map, and was just unfortunate by Vinchester to try to place those castles at places where he didn't really need to, right? I guess the one right there was absolutely necessary, but the one here, I really wonder if it was necessary. I guess a castle right here would have done the job as well. Anyway, it's gonna be the 2-1. Let me fix the score. Where are you? Here it is. It's gonna be the 2-1 for Mr. Yo. There it is. Taking a look at the military score, that's a lot more units killed than lost for Yo. No surprise there. A lot more economy, a couple more villagers too. Pretty much as we expected to see here.